Hello guys, today I will explain you how to play Ezreal in low elo and the easiest way to actually start out and carry your own games. The runes that we are using are pretty simple, you can copy paste them. The most important thing is start with press the attack, it's the easiest rune for Ezreal, and also do not go cookies or triple tonic. The problem with those two is that you're taking a lot of space by buying them, and we need space when we're playing Ezreal because there's a lot of components to buy. Since this is like a tutorial video and a guide that's pretty simple to use, we want to use Jack of all trades and cashback. This is what we're going to use. Here we are into the game. The first thing that we're going to do is to buy Doran's Blade. You can buy many things when you start out as Ezreal, but I do believe that Doran's Blade is the most consistent one. Some people actually do Doran's Helm now, especially because we have Jack of all trades. I don't want to overwhelm you too much. Ezreal has a lot of like complex things already, so let's just like go Doran's Blade and play standard pretty much. Another advice that I give you, especially if you're playing Ezreal on an high ping or anything, is to not use this attack move here. We're not gonna use attack move in this way with A confirmation and left click, but this other, because you wanna be a bit faster when you play Ezreal, and it's already really hard to actually use all the inputs. Imagine every time clicking A and left click, it's really hard even for me. So if you're starting out, do yourself a favor and start with this kiting. You're gonna play so much better and be a bit more free with your hands, so that you can like click a bit more. Alright, the laning phase starts and you simply wanna queue the wave, never try to queue the enemies, because you have a passive which gives you attack speed. And in this way you can always, 99% of the times, just get the push, right? And that's what I'm doing here, just perma queuing the wave. And you see we have a minion advantage, that's it. Like that's how you play Ezreal at the start. Once both waves are almost gone, of course here we're gonna do a few trades here and there. Once both waves are gone, the same thing will happen here. I will queue again this minion and just like try to get level 2 earlier. The thing that you want to do when you have pressed the attack is to go full all-in at level 2. You're gonna have it faster, and here you simply want to go forward in this way. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna go forward and then just win the fight right away, because Ezreal level 2 is so strong that it doesn't really matter if you make a mistake or anything. And that's also why PTA is really strong. You focus on the same target, E, Q, and then you win right away. By the book. We shove this one, and then we base, getting the tier. Now, usually, I don't like going tier in the first base. It's a bit... I don't know how to say, like, it doesn't feel like I had an advantage, if you get what I'm saying. But that's still completely fine. You can go tier and... I wouldn't delete too much either. It's just like one of the worst things that I hate about Ezreal, having to buy the tier. So I want to show you that if you buy tier and glowing, you get 6 AD. But in this case, we have an offer for longsword. I want to show you that again. Okay, we get 6 AD. But with longsword, we get 88. So you want to go for that. We basically get it through the 5th stack of Jack of all trades. So if you have 650 gold on the base, you go tier and CDR. But if you don't have, if you have more, you go for tier and then longsword, because this is gonna give you 4 AD in more, or 2, 4, I don't remember, I'm bad at math. So, 650 gold spike, tier plus CDR, no spike, we're just gonna go longsword with the tier. Okay, from this position the wave is coming towards us. I don't remember specifically their summoners, but we're simply gonna respect this position. And you see our Lux just moves in the map. And makes the difference here, because yes, it's, that's how Ezreal works. So, enemy is missing, we're just gonna catch this wave, get a lot of XP, and I want to show you that I'm playing this one quite slow. I'm playing this one slow, 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 ultra slow, because now the next wave is really near to me. I will never play this fight, my team is probably gonna die, but let's be honest, as Ezreal, I never had the time to go there anyways. So probably they're gonna die as 2, they're gonna die as 3. I can't really do much about it. The thing that we did here is to create a decent position, at least for ourselves. At least for now. Of course, the wave is gonna bounce sooner or later, and then it will become a bit hard. What is the enemy team doing, man? Alright, so our objective is to push this one at this point. They're wasting a lot of time. I could have crashed this probably before this wave, but we don't have many spikes either, so that's completely fine, like what we did here. We could have probably pushed it while they were fighting, but I don't think they will try to hold this wave, right? Like, it's way too big anyways. So yeah, as I said, they're not gonna hold it, which makes us take a really easy recall. Now, we could go Phage, but I think we go Phage anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Phage is really, really strong. So we don't get the Jack of all trades here, But, I mean, we have a Phage. The Phage is really strong, right? Why not take it? That's a really good item. So we're gonna take Phage, and if we run out of gold, Shin is gonna be pretty good. Also Earthbound, depend a lot on how much you trade. I just wanted you to understand that. Like, my team did a really weird fight in their jungle. It's not something that I can control, and it felt really off compared to the wave that I had. So we didn't play that. I'm gonna keep this wave high, use the bash, so that this wave it's not as near as it should to my tower, making it easier to freeze. Now, I don't want you to understand it right away, but what I simply want you to understand is the higher you freeze, the easier it is to actually keep it forever. If you do it really near to your tower, chances are that some minions will go on their tower, and it's really hard to keep a freeze from that position. Now, let them push towards me. The guy doesn't know that the Lux is there. That's a really interesting situation. I gotta be really careful. Ooh, I went into that like an idiot. Oh, they played quite well here. I'm still not dead, right? Just like made a bit of a poor play, sadly. Like my support did an interesting play in reality. I like that. I just like forward for no reason, honestly. So you gotta be really careful when you play Ezreal. Like, don't E-forward too much. But the level 2 spike is something that you should learn how to play. Because I told you, it's like one of the best things you can do to snowball with Ezreal. People say that Ezreal lane is bad, but if you play in PTA, you're gonna have a lot of success with him. If you get used to like playing on a single focus and just like playing really well from there. EQ, W ults, giving him some space. He has to flash out, nice. I just focus the Kai'Sa because I know that if Kai'Sa is low HP, we can never lose there, basically. With this minion. And now we're just gonna shove this wave and base right after. This guy wants to do Drake, so we're gonna help him doing a really quick Drake. And even here I wanna show you, like, you don't have to do any crazy work here. You simply wanna cover the Drake. With cover I mean you go here, make sure that no one is fighting it, helping him out to get the Drake. Bam bam. And then you just E-base. You're not gonna waste too much time, the wave is under tower anyways. So just do it really, it's not that crazy. Alright, so double longsword angle, 20 AD, always the best one. We just come back to bot side. I like a lot the Trinity build, the standard Trinity Mana Mune into... you can do also the new item, which is Endless Anger, Spear of Shojin. There's a lot of like... decision when it comes to Ezreal, but I do believe that in the end ability haste is what you need. Like, you just do a build that has ability haste and then it doesn't really matter what you buy. As long as the items are right. It's really hard to fuck up the items, let's say. Just pick whatever the game actually tells you to buy. And it kind of works, like really. Ezreal works with everything. But I told you, like, PTA is a bit better from like a newbie perspective. Simply because it's easier to execute in the early game, and that's what you kind of want. When you play Lethal Tempo, because some people right now, they play Doran's Bow, not Doran Blade, just like I did. They play Doran's Bow, Lethal Tempo, you have a lot of DPS, but it's also really hard to execute. Like, you gotta alternate really well with Qs, you gotta hit those Qs, and your DPS is mainly based on using your passive really well, which is not something that, again, everyone knows how to do. So again, this is a guide for people that don't really know how to start with Ezreal, or they are sucking at Ezreal, and this is the best way of playing him and not suck at Ezreal, right? Now, I want to show you that every time you see a low minion, for example this one, I'm gonna Q as soon as the minion goes low, so that he has to decide whether or not to drop it, you see? In this case, he dropped the minion, even here there's another one, so I'm gonna Q now, and he has to drop the minion. That's how you play under tower. You simply wanna match your Q based on the enemy, like on the minion being low. And that's how you make pressure, really. It's really easy to make pressure with Ezreal. Watch the minion, don't Q randomly. Watch where the guy wants to go. For example, here now. Okay, he went for the auto, he has to foresee. Another minion that he has to drop. Even here now we watch this minion, he missed it. And slowly, but surely, you're gonna go ahead, because this guy's doing so many minions, right? Oof, that was close. Guess we could go Fog. The guy could base here. And we're just gonna ult. Holy, that was close. I probably could have taken barrier. I didn't expect him to be there, sadly. Oh! No barrier. Okay, so we wasted this barrier anyways. And I'm gonna Q him. Oh my god, he's 1 HP. He flashed. Poor guy. Actually, that's how painful it is when you're playing against an Ezreal. Oof. Good ignite. Alright, we did it. Actually, that was a really good grab by them. Luckily, I had everything, like nothing happened in the whole game, and our Rengar is bot lane, so even if we made this mistake, it didn't really matter in this case. We have Trinity. Awesome. We are not gonna push this tower. Takes too much time. We're minute 10. You'd better like base and just like take your items, really. Just take an item advantage, whatever you want. Of course, do not close shoes first. Always go for shoes second at least. I'm not gonna close them right now. It depends a lot on how many stacks you have of tier. Usually I like to say that if you have a lot of tier stacks, you go for Manamune right away. If you don't, you can go for CDR boots. They aren't that bad either. It really depends, really. Just like do what feels right to you. Boom, another really good Q. And you see, when you start getting Trinity, it gets really rough for the enemy. This is also a really good matchup for Ezreal. Kai'Sa is usually one of the easiest ones, unless you go behind, which in this case we didn't. We're gonna wait, W forward, Q auto, and the guy is cooked anyways. Even if the guy grabbed me, right? The Kai'Sa has no barrier, the Kai'Sa has no ult. So whatever you do there, you're just never gonna lose. Probably the Viego could have been a problem. Like, I still don't know where the guy is. But I'm still quite tanky, so we can afford to make a few mistakes right now. Especially if you're low elo, just try stuff, really. Don't worry about enemy jungler too much, especially if you're ahead. If you're ahead, you should try to like push the lead, try the 3 versus 2. We are really strong right now. Kai'Sa probably forced a base, if I have to guess it. I don't think she's gonna stay with her low HP, so we can get another plate. I wanna show you that my support is going a bit too high, so you wanna be careful here. Oh, that Q was crazy. Poor guy. Another Q. Holy shit, he's half HP again. I mean, this guy is probably mulling really hard. And Ezreal is such like an annoying character, really. Like, once you play against a good Ezreal, you will regret to be alive. I'm really sorry even to like make this tutorial video against this guy, actually. But it's also like the top meta comps that you're gonna play against in low elo. Like, if you play against a Lux, a Caitlyn, this is what happens in low elo. People just can't really play well against them. Alright, we push this one. And what we'll do now, right? What will you do now? We have probably this Drake already taken. And the next objective is top side. So your next objective is the top side tower. I don't want you to miss out on this. We want to play for top side tower, not the mid lane one. The mid lane one is really hard to gather, first of all. And the top lane one is kind of free to take most of the time. You're also playing Ezreal, which is really easy to take top lane tower with. It's really easy to make a mistake here, but don't be scared. Try to ward, prepare yourself, and try to get this top side tower, because getting this top side tower is so easy. And if you manage to take it, you're gonna take a mid lane as well afterwards. In this case, apparently, we're also really near to a wild Viego, which unfortunately had to meet us. And because of that, he dies. So we get this topside tower, you see, easy to force. We didn't even have to ward, we saw the Viego first. Kind of like counter-jungling with Ezreal in a certain way. And from this topside tower, we go mid lane. Nice. Really good game by the book. We had winning topside, sort of. Winning mid lane. Winning lanes. But that's also what happens when you win RD, like the lane. If you win lane phase bot side, your support tends to roam and win other lanes. That's why some people like say, oh, but why do you always have like those beautiful top laners, jungler supports? I mean, I win the lane, right? I win the lane, I call my support to like do whatever he wants, or like I give a lot of space for him to play. And of course, my team is gonna play better. They're playing with like one man advantage. So it's not even playing ADC at this point, it's just like giving so much free time to your support that he doesn't even need to be bot lane at all to actually be useful. Now, if you play a perfect game of Ezreal here, you can actually play a perfect game of Ezreal here just by simply doing nothing and perma-queuing, be really careful about the trash. The Sinner probably went bot side, and here I can force a bit, just slightly, don't go too over aggro, but slowly but surely take this one. See, there's the Viego in my back. Dodge this one. We see everything. We also have the counter jungle of Rengar. I would love to call him to stay, just because I can perma push most of the time. Dodge the grab. Pam, pam, pam. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos and they are helping you out understand how to carry in your games. And yeah, I genuinely hope that they are helping someone out, or like understanding a bit better how to play those champs that are... I mean, at first I will say that Ezreal is one of the hardest champs to play in bot side. So, rightfully... holy fuck. Alright. There was a fight. We're gonna push mid lane. And I think that this is an FF15, like one of the best videos of the series, actually, showing everything perfectly. The matchup, we had everything. I don't know if they're gonna FF, but I'm a bit sad for the enemies, honestly. I don't like doing these videos too much, guys, but I don't know, like some people enjoy them, and I hope that they are helping, again, people out, like understanding how to become better at their games and what they actually miss out. Ezreal, I see a lot of Ezreals being really bad. They love the champion, they still wanna play it, but they don't succeed, right? I know it, guys. I mean, I love playing Ezreal as well. And when I see a Low-Elo Ezreal player, like just playing the champion, usually I wanna cry. You probably wanna cry as well when you see your gameplay. And that's why I'm doing this video, like for all these Low-Elo Ezreal players that don't wanna drop the champion. They don't wanna drop it, they love him. They like the champion. And so, if you wanna play the champion, you just get fucking better at it, right? Also, another advice is have a good ping when you play Ezreal. I have 22 MS. You need at least 35, 14 MS. If you have 100 ping, it becomes really hard to play your beloved champ. Because you have a skill shot character in the end, right? So, skill shot characters tend to need some type of connection, I will say. Some type. You need a decent connection, come on. At least decent. Not turbo broken, it's like decent. That's this guy. And from here, this game is really easy, guys. We're gonna play for the third Drake, which is in a few. How do you play for the third Drake? You simply go here, ward. You could go for Farsight as well if you wish. Just like ward the position, and simply when they enter this position, you defend it. It's as easy as that. We wait here, we wait here, we wait here. And if they don't enter, we simply get the objective, which is what we want. Holy. Alright, I kind of saved him, but I'm stuck. Okay, the T forward wasn't the best. It still works though. Ah, I didn't meet him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Lux Ezreal is actually quite strong in the lane. No! Okay, that was funny actually. That's crazy. Okay, I'm fine. Gonna flash out. Bad W. Okay. The guy just said nice in the chat. That was funny. That was really funny. Anyways. I mean, a lot of weird things are happening. In the Draven video, a Nocturne just ulted on the enemy base. And now this happens. That was really funny. Actually. Alright, we sell. I got an assist somehow. I don't know what happened. Get Shojin. Some people here go Endless Hunger. I'm not a huge fan of Endless Hunger third. I like Shojin a bit more, but it's entirely up to you, man. Like, just do whatever you feel like it's right, really. It's when it comes to the Ezreal build, it's always Trinity, Manamune, and then whatever the fuck you want, really. Ezreal if they have some type of tanks. Shojin if you wanna cast a bit more from the far. In the end, all the items have the same purpose, I will say. Like, they all wanna be poke rangey items. Unless you wanna play some sort of like lethality, more lethality driven build, which you can do with Voltaic or stuff like that. Just again, not a fan of it. The more HP you have as Ezreal, the more annoying you are to deal with. Because you're just never dying, right? Okay, he dies. I thought I would have killed him. And my team is kind of playing a bit weird right now. I'm not gonna E forward yet. And now I can. For sure. Yorick is one of those annoying champions that can actually make you lose games. I usually advise to ban Yorick in Low-Elo. You can easily do it, because the champion is heavily played. And if he wins the side lane, it becomes such an hard game. Like, you gotta always contest this full lethality Yorick. In this case, he's behind, so it doesn't really matter. We can go Nash for sure. Now, my team is bitching a bit, okay? I want you to understand that. Like, they are bitching a bit right and left. We can easily close this game now. Simply prepare Vision, Ward, Nash, boom, GG's. Like, we don't have to overcomplicate it too much. Like, we're kind of going a bit slow, if you if you want to know. I wanted blue buff, personally, but that's fine. We go Nash. Go here. And I think that you'd never reach... yeah, you never reach 10 stats. I think you maybe reach 10 stats if you go for this. Omnivamp, no. Tenacity, no, you don't. But like, I generally speaking like the spike of Jack of all trades. You have 10 Adaptive Force, which is good. Like, 10 Adaptive Force is... how much is that? Around 6, 7 AD, something like that. 6, 7. Actually, yeah, it's everywhere. We get the Nash. And we got topside. Maybe we got topside. I don't think we do. We just fucking base, whatever. Alright, we base again because our team wants to base again. You wanna match the bases, okay? If your team bases, you base. For example, these two players didn't base, and you will see what happens when you don't base when you have to, okay? This is exactly what happens when you don't base when you need to. So, always base with your team. In this context, my team didn't, and they deserved to actually explode. Exactly just like you saw it. Now, there's nothing to take mid lane. I will prefer going bot side, because we have bot lane tower to take. There's nothing mid lane. There's only inhibitor, which we can take after taking this tower with double inhibitor. The same, you can do the same from top side. You can do the same from here. I'm gonna show you that. So, you can do the same. You should do the same. Just like, do it from which side you prefer. I prefer bot lane. I think it's a bit easier to, like... take a bot lane tower compared to the top lane one. Maybe that's just like a perception. I don't know. It just like feels like it's a bit easier to actually save yourself as well. Like this position is always a bit annoying. The teleports from the back. I don't know. Playing bot lane feels a bit easier. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Guy misplayed, but oh, there might be Viego. Never mind. It wasn't there. Yeah, now we just simply play slow, guys. We play slow. Play slow, play slow, play slow. Ultra slow. Play slow. Ouch. Lethality Yorick does a shit ton of damage. Luckily, he's a melee. If he wasn't a melee, that wouldn't have been a problem. Alright, get the plate. Q. W again. I mean, we're fine. Holy fuck, they're going hard on me. But despite that, I don't think they kill me anyways. And you see why I like a bit of HP on Ezreal, because they might actually just like full jump on you. And this happens, you know, it just happens. It's not something that you can control. They will just do it, and some HP are always comfort. Oh, please. Oh, they missed it. I feel like I could have killed him here. That was probably a really scary thing to do. Okay, we killed him. Jesus Christ. I didn't think about the shield bow, honestly. So that was quite scary. But we got 3 nibs and now we base. We can close in a few. I am low HP. Oh, come on, man. Let's wait a second. I mean, let's play it, whatever. I mean, I'm always breaking my perfect scores by doing some random stuff. Some random stuff in my videos, so I guess it doesn't matter. This Irelia was actually dope. It's level 70. It's crazy. GG's. Good game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something new. Especially for Ezreal, which is a champion that a lot of people love to play, but they don't manage to like achieve as much as they want. Make sure to leave a like or subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Bye.